Tonight, film, fashion, and fresh perspective take a center stage on the cinematic episode of Kelowna After Dark. In the spotlight, a dynamic showcase of indie films and talent opens the night with bold stories and local vision. Costume designer Christy gives us behind-the-scenes look at style and the unsung heroes of set life. And closing out, indie filmmaker and producer Kelly Veltri breaks down the hustle behind the lens. Plus, sponsor pitch and party vibes in this week's Urban Interviews. On the creative edge, title and hook, grab the attention and stop the scroll. Get ready, After Darkers, and now, here's your host, LUXX.
Hey, what's up, what's up? I'm your host, LUXX, and this is Kelowna After Dark, where the lights are low, the drama is high, and the only thing scripted is, well, technically this.
Not my line. I'm ad-lib.
That's true. Let's give it up for Sterling LUXX in the LUXX box over here.
Hi, y'all. What's up?
Lights.
All right, this is your show, so take over.
Like I ever wasn't.
And action.
All right, After Darkers. Late September in the Okanagan feels like the city's gone full method actor. One day it's golden hour vineyard glamour, the next it's moody autumn noir, with a side of leaf blower Foley work. You walk outside and it's like, bam, you're suddenly in main character mode. Probably in a romantic drama called Pumpkin Spice and Emotional Growth.
Oh, I love pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I'm here for the emotional growth. It works. And at night, the skyline starts sparkling like it wants an agent. Like, calm down, Knox Mountain. We get it, you're pretty. Seriously though, that one street lamp downtown has more range than I could ever hope for. And don't even get me started on the fog machine that is Mission Creek every morning. Nature's got a whole aesthetic going on, true story. This is the season for stories, and not just the ones you binge watch at 2 a.m. in your sad socks. I'm talking real stories. The ones hiding behind late night coffee orders, park bench conversations, and that guy yelling action in the alley, who may or may not be filming something. We haven't figured that part out yet. Either way, here's the deal. The Okanagan film scene is quietly on fire. And while we're not shooting Marvel blockbusters quite yet, though I am totally down for cameos, just saying, this city knows how to bring the drama. We've got the best locations, the most ridiculous natural lighting, and enough talent in this valley to make any casting director spontaneously combust. And we, meaning this creative community, this crew, this show, and every guest who stepped onto this set, we get it. We know the hustle behind the lens and the mic and the mixing board and the makeup chair. Creatives recognize each other's grind, even if it's not our own niche. A songwriter knows what it takes to light a scene. A painter respects a film editor's 2 a.m. coffee-fueled time crisis. A dancer gets the pressure
2
of the
a.m. What is that? That's weak sauce. Weak sauce.
No, it's not 6 a.m. like we roll.
Yeah, come on.
We creatives are the writers, the builders, the dreamers who know how to make a hallway look like a spaceship if the lighting hitch just right. Or turn a thrift store into a 1920s jazz club. Or make a Tuesday outfit scream Met Gala. Or transform a budget of $42 and a coupon into something that moves people to tears. Because when you've got vision and a little gaffer tape, magic happens. And this time of year, it's full of that magic. The kind that doesn't need CGI. The kind that shows up uninvited during a costume fitting, a camera test, or a 1 a.m. voice note that somehow became your next big pitch. So whether you're out here building sets, lighting scenes, composing soundtracks, or playing all the roles yourself because the budget said no crew today, this one's for you. We're not rolling out the red carpet. We're painting the floor ourselves, sprinkling a little glitter on it, and filming by morning with coffee in one hand and a dream in the other. From producer to grip and every creative job in between, it's go time, After Darkers. Quiet on set, rolling, speeding, action. Let's go. All right, After Darkers. Tonight, we're starting things off a little bit differently, and honestly, I am so excited about this because if there's one creative industry that truly embodies collaboration, it's film. Film is magic. It's not just one person's talent. It's a beautiful, chaotic symphony of creatives working together toward a shared vision. Writers, directors, producers, actors, yes, but also camera operators, lighting designers, sound techs, editors, musicians, and set builders. Every frame you see is the result of dozens, sometimes hundreds of hands and hearts and wild creative minds pouring their art into one final masterpiece. And that's what makes it so special. It's not just storytelling, it's teamwork on an epic scale. It's community emotion. And yes, these are real people from right here in Kelowna. Your barista might be a boom operator on weekends. Your dentist could be editing the thriller after hours. That's Kelowna, baby. So tonight, before we dive into our lineup of incredible guests, we're giving you a front row seat to something made right here in our own backyard. A locally produced indie film created with passion, grit, and true artistic vision. It's a nod to filmmakers of Kelowna, from indie crews to Hallmark sets, and a reminder that behind every movie is a crew out there dreaming, making it happen. And after the screening, we'll be sitting down with some of the incredible creative collaborators who help bring films like this to life right here in our city. From the costume magic that shapes a character to the directing vision that anchors a story. It's a celebration of the many hands, hearts, and talents that make movie making such a deeply collaborative art form. And it really does take a village. And in film, that village runs on coffee, chaos, and a group chat with way too many gifts in it. True story. But enough of me going on about how excited and passionate I feel about film. Let's get into the magic. Grab your popcorn, turn the lights down, and witness what happens when creative minds collide.
Please accept this invitation for a private tasting of Bloody Vintage. DeVille Winery, 7 p.m. sharp. Nikolai DeVille.
Hello? Hello? Anyone here? Hello? 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 Anyone here?
Miss Sinclair, you're early.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was a quicker drive than I thought.
The invitation was very precise.
You must be Nikolai DeVille.
I'm the Count's assistant and manager of the estate, Edward.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Edward. Will Mr. DeVille be joining us later on?
Count DeVille will be joining us later in the evening.
I didn't realize he was royalty.
Pay to do your homework, Miss Sinclair.
Oh,
Not royalty, more of a formality, but he does come from a long line of noble blood. If you did not know, the DeVille family has been curators of the fine wines
since the 15th century. 1452, I believe, was the first record of DeVille wines. It has survived the Ottoman Turks invasion, the Peasants' Revolt, and numerous conflicts leading up to the Great World Wars. I have done my homework.
That's the Count's ancestor, the first to craft Bloody Vintage.
Vladislav DeVille. He was a fearsome ruler within what is now Romania.
Correct. And he's still powerful today, even after over 600 years. He started all this, cultivated the first blood grapevine himself, whose seed we still use today in our wine.
Well, I'm very excited to try this incredible mystery wine, which begs the question, why me? What's happening?
The wire in this manor is quite old. The backup generator should come on. I'll go switch the breaker, if you'll excuse me. Stay right here.
Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I didn't want you to spoil the wine.
This is the barrel room? I didn't realize the wine was so sensitive. I thought I heard someone.
The barrels tend to sing during the fermentation process.
Wow. What could be so delicate that it would affect an entire batch?
That is a secret, Miss Sinclair.
You must be Count DeVille.
Please, call me Nikolai.
Well, Nikolai, what exactly is the secret?
I'm so pleased you accepted my invitation. It's an honor to have such an influential wine journalist as our guest. I've read several of your articles. Your words are so intoxicating.
Thank you. The legend of your family's ancient wine is certainly something my readers are excited about. But you still haven't answered my question.
Darkness.
Excuse me?
Darkness, Miss Sinclair, is one of the secret ingredients of the bloody vintage. As soon as the grape buds on the vine, we make sure it never again sees the light of day. We even recommend that you drink it only at night to let it show you its true flavors.
Darkness.
It's just something so destructive about the light. Eventually, it breaks down everything. But not the dark. In the dark, there's regeneration. There's life.
There you are. Sir, my apologies.
Edward, is the tasting room ready?
Yes, of course.
Let's go someplace a little more formal, shall we? Please, this way. And now, Miss Sinclair, I present to you our prestigious bloody vintage, bottle 1883.
This room is quite impressive. I take it you like to hunt.
I like to procure rare things of high value. You know, very few outside the DeVille family have ever seen this wine. Fewer still have ever tasted it.
I'm honored. Should I die after this tasting, I'll know my life is complete.
LUXX.
LUXX.
How does it taste?
Wonderful.
So, what did you want to ask me? The interview?
Of course. Count DeVille. Nikolai, the legend of your family's wine is mysterious and somewhat dark. I had a hard time finding reliable research regarding its origins. What could you tell me about it that I might not already know?
Straight to the jugular. I can appreciate that. I don't know what exists out there for legend, Miss Sinclair, but please enlighten me. What dark tales have you heard about my family's wine? Perhaps there's something you can tell me I don't know.
Well, most articles agree that your ancestor, Vlad DeVille, was a violent and fearsome ruler within Romania. He was also quite an accomplished winemaker. Obviously. His wine was much loved by the people, and he controlled much of the market shares. But it wasn't what it is today. It was just regular wine, not bloody vintage. 12 local winemakers and vineyard owners were rightfully angry at Vlad for his tyrannical rule over the wine trade. They wanted his land so they could control the market for themselves. So, the vintners conspired against him. And they banded together to burn his vineyard down. Vlad was never heard of or seen again, and everyone assumed he'd been consumed by the fire. Now here's where the legend takes a sharp turn. I was able to dig up some older digitized print from Romania. So the translation's a little choppy, but from what I understand, it goes like this. 12 different winemakers were found hanging from spikes, impaled. There was no record of bloody vintage from their region until this moment in history when 12 bottles of wine were delivered to each family of the deceased, labeled
Bloody vintage.
Exactly. Apparently made from the blood of the 12 winemakers. So, is it true?
Yes. Each winemaker was impaled with a wooden spear into the anus and through the throat. The blood was collected at the bottom of the spike and made into the wine. Through gurgled screams filled with fear and agony, while the scavengers pecked at their half-dead corpses, sometimes taking days to die.
I'm sorry, that's horrible. You know all this from 600 years ago?
Stories get passed down from generation to generation.
Well, if this recipe's been passed down for generations, then is this wine made with blood?
Of course not, Miss Sinclair. It's merely a legend.
Darkness can't be the only secret. How do you get the consistency so thick?
Sometimes a little mystery and intrigue can be the secret ingredient. You're a great wine connoisseur. Perhaps you can guess.
Excuse me.
Be my guest. The other secret ingredient missing, Claire, is fear.
Okay, well, freaking damn, that was something else, huh? Whether your heart is still racing, your brain's spinning, or you're just sitting there all kinds of inspired, one thing's for sure. That film had something to say, and it said it with guts, style, and serious creative flair. That, my friends, is the power of indie film. Bold, raw, unexpected, and totally unfiltered. It pulls you in, shakes you up, and reminds you what's possible when passionate people tell the stories they want to tell. I gotta tell you, that was one heck of a creative warm-up. But don't get too cozy in that seat, After Darkers, because now we're leaving the big screen and heading off for something a little wilder, a little sparklier, and a whole lot more interactive. See, around here, we're not just about showcasing creativity, we're also about building community around it. So what happens when you throw a film screening, a sponsor pitch, live musical performances, and a bunch of past guests into one seriously rad space? Magic. Camera, and maybe a few dangerously strong cocktails. Live music, signature drinks, and a room packed with past guests, collaborators, and Kelowna's boldest creatives. And yes, even a special first-time public viewing of an SS LUXX short film that we shot earlier this year, in the very house where it was filmed at. That's right, we literally watched the story unfold in the same spot it was created. Now that's what I call a full circle meta moment. Massive shout outs to our sponsor Legends Pour Decisions for keeping the liquid vibes flowing all night, and to Full Spread for putting out a snack table that is sexy and deserves its own photo shoot. True story though, I actually gave it one. It wasn't just a party though, it was a creative collision, a full-on celebration of the people who make this city shine, both on camera and behind the scenes. Because this show just isn't about spotlighting talent, it's also about building a real community around it. So come take a stroll with us and see what happens when you mix passion, popcorn, and a whole lot of Kelowna sparkle. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Thanks for coming out. Yeah, what's up? Let's give it up for the food and the drinks by Full Spread and Pour Decisions. It is delicious, am I right? Hell yeah. Thanks for coming out and celebrating our first season wrap. Season will be fun.
Well, hopefully this will be one of your good decisions tonight.
Ha! Winning. All right, you guys, we have a lot of fun people coming up here to do their thing for you. We're going to have a blast. Make sure you're drinking. Make sure you're vibing because it is on. It is so on.
Like Donkey Kong.
Like Donkey Kong, it's on. All right, first up, we have Leona, but I want to give a shout out here to DJ Sunshine doing the do. What's up? Yeah. All right. Oh, and shout out to Steve for hooking us up with some audio equipment. Save the day. Yeah, boy.
That song was playing in my head the entire time you were helping us out.
It's funny because I was running the whole time.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should have made a music video out of it.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, we're going to have some fun. Let's give it up for our first performer.
All right, are we ready?
Yes, we are. Pitch,
Are we
please.
showtime? Pitch, please. All right. So normally this shit is boring as hell, and it's kind of like a hostage situation with bad lighting. Y'all just want to get out of here. So I'm gonna try and make this part quick. Okay. So what I want to talk to everybody about next is this fun, cool thing that we've created. And yes, it's about collaboration, and it's about fueling the next season and shining spotlights everywhere on our incredible local talent, on our city, on the magic that we have here. Because in all of Canada, if you can actually believe this, nothing like this exists anywhere.
No.
It just doesn't. We assumed it did.
Yeah.
And we were
It's
just
too good of an
trying it
idea.
out, right? Yeah.
The market's hot.
So it's something really unique, really special, and Kelowna already does the do so hard.
Oh wow, it's
We
bougie
just get
here.
to add a little bit more to it. So that's really cool. So in light of that, because we have so many local businesses and incredible talent, Sterling and I decided that instead of doing regular type sponsorships where you just kind of like place your logo here, which is great and that stuff works, we want to include making marketing so that when we give you a commercial airtime, we make a like custom video for you. We tell your brand story, we give you a guest spot, we really focus on who's collaborating with us because we want everyone to be elevated. So from guest to sponsor, there's this loop that happens. It's really cool. And to help me remember details,
We have slides.
we do. Slide. Okay, next
See,
slide.
people think that we're this cool, but we're not.
We are not cool. We are the weirdos and the misfits. All right, what a normal sponsorship package looks like.
Look how grayed out that is.
It's great because I made it that way. Visuals.
Yeah.
So normally you get, logo placements and a few mentions here and there. You're included on a program. You get event tickets if that's what the vibe is. You know, basic stuff that absolutely works. However, our way includes total custom content creation. And in the packages, if you were to hire out a media company to do these types of promotional videos and this in-depth dive look at your brand, you're talking like thousands and thousands of dollars. And that doesn't include airtime, it doesn't include a built-in audience, it doesn't include any of those very custom things. But we really want to elevate everybody. And we want to like meet cool people, so there's that too.
Yeah, you know how awesome that this job is? We get to meet so many cool people.
You guys are rad, you make me way cooler than I actually am, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I like take coolness points for knowing you guys.
Like I wasn't much in high school, but now I'm rocking.
Yeah, cool time. Here for the misfits.
Misfit revenge.
Yes, I'm here for that. The system is built to like propel itself from one thing to the next again and again and again and again, so that there's longevity, there's constant fresh content. And instead of taking the same things and posting to different places, we arrange it differently. Everything has custom text. It is a full narration and constant, fresh, authentic content. So we dive in from two different ways. Next slide. Yeah. All right, so when we come from a collaboration approach, this is the business side of things. What is your brand story so we can make a commercial? And these commercials run during our episodes. The best part is when we post online, we leave the commercials because as far as we're concerned, this is just another look at something going on in our city. It is relevant, it fits. It's just another perspective.
You make it entertaining.
Oh, absolutely we do. We got our formulas.
Absolutely, right? So we come in with an angle and we really collaborate with whatever brand we're working with. We want your authentic voice.
See, the idea is to make sure that it doesn't look like an advertisement. We want to make it look like something in stream that you're going to watch naturally. It just happens to be an advertisement.
Right?
Like we just got to tell your story in the right light, and people don't realize what it actually is, and they get mad that they watched an ad and they didn't realize it was an ad.
Right? And then they like have an emotional response to what your brand is.
Yeah, the best
right?
ad
It's like
people
psych.
get hate mail for you made me read this, you made me watch this, I'm mad that you took my time, how dare you?
But also, I like your brand, actually, right? Okay, so, but it's great and it's engaging. And so when people find out these interesting facts about a brand or the people behind the brand that they didn't know, we're connected now. We want to engage. We want to know these people who are doing things that are different than us, right?
People buy why you do it more than what you do, by far. Why is it that you do it?
And we want to focus on that. So then that is just one angle. Next slide. Because everything is so relevant and locally focused and creative centric, and businesses, it totally makes sense to take this content and make you a guest on the show. So you get a 20-minute interview. We dive into the personal side of things. I want to know your journey. What makes you tick? Why are you so damn fabulous and get to do what you do? And we blast that. And on top of the guest spot, it has its own custom content promo that is completely different from the collaboration end. So it supplements and it joins the story further and it gets people more actively involved in the brand. But that's not where we stop. Another slide. Okay, so we also do behind the scenes. So when we come down to your place, we're at your location, we're gonna film something, we're gonna work on your commercial, we're making content going, hey, guess what we're doing? Because it's fun and people wanna know behind the scenes. And because we're the hosts and the creators, we blend that on our show that's already naturally in the vibe itself. We leave bloopers in, not always my choice, but hey, I'm not the editor.
It's really funny how many times she's like, you take that out of there. I'm like, yeah, I'm the editor.
Yep, I get outvoted. But it makes for interesting, fun content that people are
They
relating
connect to,
with.
right?
Yeah.
It's not polished. It's two people having fun doing a real show.
Yeah, talking to interesting people and people want to watch that. So we take the same approach whenever we work with any brand, whether it's a personal brand, whether it's a product, whatever you're doing, right? So everything is custom and everything has its own angle with its own custom promotion pieces and they build together.
Yeah, it's made good, but not too corporate because the algorithms know if it's too polished, it's too good and it goes, it's okay, but we're not going to push that forward. Not like it's an authentic, real piece of content, selfie style that people just fall in love with.
So we have that kind of real, relatable stuff with the behind-the-scenes selfie style. We've got the polished promotional, commercial brandings, product focus, things like that. And then we have the guest spot, which is just a lot of fun, chit-chat, and having a good time on the show. And those things together, they make this incredible in-depth look and showcase of any brands that we work with.
Oh yeah, we produce a lot of content for anyone that we work with. And the coolest thing is that when web crawlers come across the content and they connect it, it just makes it more relevant. And when it connects back to your site, those are backlinks, which makes you more relevant in search.
Yes, and that content can then double because everybody gets their own content. It doesn't stay with us. You do what you want with it.
Yeah,
we
you
want
get full
you to do
rights.
stuff. So adding that to your Google My Business page,
Yeah.
huge to make you come up in search. So we're also playing the back end. We tag everything with custom stuff so that it's SEO compatible. So we're trying to build and elevate from all areas.
What's SEO?
Search engine optimization. Yeah.
Good.
Next slide, yeah. All of this type of content, right? It's all a different angle. It's all custom. Even if I'm posting the same content, social media platform, A, B, whatever, right? Instagram, TikTok, it all has something different written. I never reuse the same verbiage. I want more information for the SEO optimization, and I want people to be able to interact with your brand any different way that they can. Because people are gonna come across, if they follow you on several platforms, they don't wanna skip your stuff. So we ensure that it's different every single time, from every single angle.
And the more you put out there, the better chances you have people to come across you. The saying that I always like to go with is all roads lead back to Rome.
Absolutely. And on top of the content that we provide, where again, normal sponsorship packages are like, here's your stuff, put your stuff here. This comes with airtime. That's like unheard of. So because Rogers supports local so much and has like given us this space, we can do that.
Yeah, but we've done it cleverly.
Yes.
They don't allow you to actually do advertising, like buy this, go here, get this deal. But because we're telling brand stories, that's what they want, love, and enjoy. They want people to tell those stories, put it on their network. We're just doing it smartly to go, hey, this is who you are, this is their brand, this is what they do, go buy their We're not telling you the price, not telling you to do so, but if you're interested, go follow the link.
And because connection has been made there, the price is a little less relevant. You've made that connection. So people will overlook price, even if you're a super bougie vibe, right? Which I'm here for bougie. We love this.
Yeah, you can get away with some high ticket prices.
Absolutely. Next slide. Okay, so the system is built for longevity. There's 6-month terms. And the reason we do this is because that's about how long your content should last for you, right? Then we go again. And at first you might think, okay, I've done the guest spot, I've done this. It's kind of like rinse, repeat. It's not gonna be the same. No, we come at it from a new angle. We sit down. What else are you doing? What haven't we covered yet? Brand new content to keep it constantly going, because then your brand is associated with all of these incredible creatives. You're part of the constant conversation, authentically.
Yeah, it's all about relevancy.
Absolutely.
That's what the internet is all about, is relevancy.
Next slide, my love. Okay, so on top of all of this incredible content, we give you support tools, because this is a lot. So Sterling has created a guide which breaks things down, gives you tips and tricks, and then I created a calendar that shows you an example of what content you should be posting, when you should post it. It's customizable depending on what you want to do, but the key is to stay consistent. So whatever you set out to disperse your content, make sure you follow that. The algorithms will love you for it.
Yeah.
That's right, next slide. So, when you look at the two systems, it's kind of clear which one is a full system that supports local, spotlights creatives, spotlights local businesses, and brings everybody together in a community, and that is the most effective selling. Because then you have customers for life. You've got brand loyalty, and that's pretty fabulous. We have tried to make this accessible to everyone because, again, we want everyone to have a chance to participate in the community and to have their brand shown off like this. And it's a fun experience too, right? This kind of thing doesn't exist all the time. So it's fun. So we tried to make it accessible for everyone to get a little bit of something to join in on the fun. So it's good. And the value is definitely worth, you get your bang for your buck.
Oh, you really do. Yeah, no.
It's a moment.
Yeah.
It's good.
We got the packages right here for you guys to look at in a moment. Yeah.
Breaks everything down. So in general, we are trying to do something innovative and different, from the show to how we support the show and how we support local in general. So we would love if you guys could spread the word and like reach out to people that you know who could benefit from this kind of airtime and marketing and brand exposure, and join a community, which is wonderful too. I want to thank everybody for listening to my little moments. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks!
These guys are amazing! Yeah! Rock stars! Hell yeah! Badassery! We're all bad ones, so let's have a drink and party down! Good night, Kelowna! Good night, Kelowna! Party on!
Okay, Pitch Please was a full-on vibe. Between the snacks, the sparkle, and the dangerously good cocktails, I think the interviews were the only thing we didn't spill. But real talk, nights like this remind us how powerful the creative community really is. Whether you're behind the mic, behind the camera, or just showing up with support, you're part of what makes this thing real. And it only gets better from here. We've got 2 incredible guests to chat with after the break, so don't go anywhere, After Darkers. Stick around, we'll be right back with more sparkle and more fabulous creatives. Stay tuned.
Hey, first off, thank you for giving me a second of your time, so I'll get straight to it. I'm Sterling, CEO of Sterling Silver Luxury Media, and this is
Silver, CFO and executive producer of Kelowna After Dark. We're here to help businesses tell their story in a way that grabs attention, connects with people, and drives real results.
Here's the thing, 20% of businesses go out of business in their first year. By year 3, 40% of them are gone. By year 5, half of them are gone. Why? Because most businesses miss the mark on who their customers are. They're not connecting. They're not telling stories in the way that people truly care about.
That's where we come in. I'll ask you this. How many times a day do you stop scrolling to watch a video? Now think about your customers. They're doing the same thing. Video just isn't important right now. It's everything. If your content isn't engaging, authentic, and built for where people's attention is, you're leaving money on the table. At SS LUXX Media, we don't just create content, we create an experience. We craft stories that people want to consume. Because marketing isn't about shouting louder, it's about caring, about respecting people's time and giving them something they'll actually enjoy, and making them feel seen.
We're not just some kind of run-of-the-mill production company. We've worked with brands across food production, realty, life coaches, and TV production, creating videos that don't just look good, they perform. We've helped businesses grow their engagement, attract more customers, and build brand loyalty by focusing on what actually matters. Here's what we do best. Storytelling that resonates. People don't buy products, they buy emotions, trust, and relatability. We craft stories that hit home. Content that works everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, websites, you name it. We know how to create content that stops people in their tracks. Details that matter. We obsess over everything. Camera work, motion, depth of field, lighting, angles, copy, thumbnails, and even the time of day that we post. Every little detail is intentional, and that's
how we help you win. Here's the kicker. The platforms have changed. It's no longer about how big your following is. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, they're all interest-based. A good story will find its audience. The way you make better advertising? You listen. Spend time in the comments. Understand what your customers want to know. What can you do for them? How can you help? That's the secret. When you approach content this way and back it with strategic tweaks and a little budget boost, the return on investment always comes back.
Listen, I'm not here to tell you what you need. You already know your business better than anyone else. My job is to help you show off that business in a way that connects to your audience, whether it's your customers, employees, or even your investors. Come closer. This isn't about making just another video. This is about making something that your audience can't stop watching.
So let's do it. Let's tell your story, build your brand, and make something amazing together. When's a good time to chat? Whether it's over Zoom, email, or even DMs, we're ready to help you make moves.
Thanks for your time. Let's crush it.
Together. Welcome back, After Darkers. We've refreshed the drinks, reapplied the glitter, and now it's time to step into the world of style, screen, and straight up cinematic magic. Because what's next isn't just about fashion. It's about fierce storytelling, stitched with a vision and served with attitude. Let's meet the creative force behind the costumes. Okay, guys, get ready, because the woman you're about to meet is pure costume department royalty. She is a top-tier costume designer and set costumer, lighting up the BC film scene with her killer style, unmatched work ethic, and a visionary eye that turns worlds on a page into unforgettable fashion on screen. Whether it's a gritty thriller, a high glam comedy, or a nostalgic period piece, she creatively threads it all together, and we're absolutely obsessed. Her work's been featured in F. Marry Kill, now streaming on Amazon Prime and Hulu, The Secret Millionaire on Netflix, The Stand by Stephen King, and a whole lot more, bringing her designs to both indie gems and major productions alike. She's styled iconic venues like Skinny Duke's and Bernie's, worked behind the scenes on The Amazing Race Canada, and supported industry legends like Lucy Hale, Candace Cameron Bure, and Eric McCormick, serving as their on-set go-to person for last-minute changes, fittings, and continuity, always keeping the looks camera-ready with absolute flair. And make no mistake, while she is always quick to give credit where credit is due, she's also a powerhouse in her own right. And that power, it's not just in the credits, it's in the caliber. She's been the trusted lead costume designer, background costumer, and set supervisor on productions of all sizes. She's the one who makes the magic happen, calmly, creatively, and often under wild pressure. Like that one time she designed an entire feature film while 8 months pregnant. Total icon behavior. She's equal parts badass and heart of gold, and somehow still finds time to nurture the next generation, starting at home with her adorable 3-year-old son, Oscar, who already has some fashion instincts of his own. With a fall thriller on the way and a resume full of scene-stealing moments, she's proving that we already know that costume design is storytelling, and she's one of the best storytellers out there. She's sharp, she's stylish, she's so much fun. Please give it up for the incredibly talented, unstoppable, and ever-inspiring Cayla Christy. Hey, pretty lady. Thank you for coming on the show. I'm so happy that you're here.
So excited to be
Come
here.
have a chat with me. I am so happy to have you on the show tonight. Thank you so much for coming.
Excited. Yeah, thank
You're
you so much for having me. You too.
Thank you. Are you ready for me to get all up in your business and ask you questions?
Let's do it.
Yay, so
I'm
much
excited.
fun. Take us back to the very beginning. How did this journey into the world of costumes and film even start for you?
Oh my gosh. Well, film and fashion has always been like a huge interest of mine. As a kid, I wanted to be an actor and I always wanted to work in film. But living in Kelowna, I just didn't think it was something we could do here. So I went the smart route and took medical office admin.
Really, eh?
Which, yeah, I did not love, of course. And
very
I ended up in retail management because it still had that like fashion aspect.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I did that for years. I lived in Vancouver actually and was on Granville Street at Claire's. Yeah, and we'd always get film buyers coming in though, buying items for set. And I was like, oh my gosh, how did you get that job? And they always made it sound like it was so hard to get into. And yeah, and then it was just like kind of meant to be. Like fast forward a few years later, I had gone off to Mexico selling timeshares, came back to Canada, was in Kamloops, and I came across a course to it was like, do you want to work in film? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, like listening. And it was for the motion picture industry orientation course. Nice. And I took that. And a week after, I already got an email for my first production as a production assistant. Yeah, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. I worked on that one. And the lady who hired me as a AD on that one, she ended up being a production manager for Amazing Race Canada.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then it was like Van Helsing Netflix. And it just snowballed. It was like one thing after the next. And then here we are. I went from production assistant into the costume department and yeah, never looking back.
Heck yeah, it sounds like you're exactly where you need to be.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Oh, you can definitely tell. Yeah, when you talk about it, this is great. I'm totally, gotta be honest, I've kind of been fangirling a little bit because like I love what you do. And I've been so excited to chat with you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. I've been looking forward to this.
Me too, this is awesome.
So
okay, I'll totally be back to professional.
It's all good.
Right? You have worked on everything from thrillers to reality shows to comedies. And what is one behind the scenes moment that totally changed how you saw the industry?
So I wouldn't say one particular moment, but just seeing the way everything is done behind the cameras. There's so many things you don't realize when you're watching a movie. Like, for instance, having to do the same scene multiple times. Like, I just always assumed there'd be like 4 cameras on them at all times, but we're doing the one same scene with the same dialogue just over and over. So yeah, just little things that you don't really realize until you're there in the moment. And yeah, it's just incredible to be a part of.
Yeah,
it's kind of the funny thing is it's amazing how many times it's one camera.
Yeah.
That's one of my film friends I said to me is like, you don't have several cameras. You have one. And you have the lighting right, and you get that shot. Yeah. And then you change the lighting, and you get that shot. And you do this one, and you get that shot. And I'm like, oh, damn.
I know, it's
that's
so
a lot more work than I thought, man.
I never would have thought that would be like the thing, because it's like you would see the cameras otherwise. You would see them in all the shots. So every time you're doing one person's point of view, you're doing all their angles one way. And
right, so when we made our film, I had the shoulder rig, and then there was 2 other cameras getting different angles at the same time. So I edited those together and it meshed beautifully.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the dodge
really
was
strong.
strong.
The technique that we used there.
Oh, cool.
All right, it's your show. Go take back over.
No, you get to talk to, my darling. Normally getting into the film industry doesn't seem so clear cut. Was there anything that almost knocked you off your course or made you second guess at a time?
Yeah, I mean, it can definitely be challenging at times. You don't always know when your next job's going to be. Sometimes it's so busy in the summertime filming and then it dies off in the winter. So yeah, there's definitely times where you kind of wonder, is this going to be lasting for me? But honestly, just sticking with it, being positive, like anytime where I've had like, you know, a little break in work or anything, I just kind of take it as like a blessing. Maybe that's what's supposed to be at that moment in my life. And yeah, I just, you know, stick with it, keep positive, and yeah, I just feel like this is where I'm meant to be. So it's been good.
Right on. Well, that's great. When you're designing for a new character or a film, what is your creative process like? So where do you start? How does that journey look like for you?
So I would say I just start envisioning it from when you're reading the script. So you read through the script. I'm already getting images in my mind of what this character is like based on their personality while I'm reading. And then you have a meeting with directors and producers and just kind of see if your visions align. They're going to have things that they, of course, want, like specifics for certain scenes and things like that. But you do get a lot of creativity depending on the production. So like if it's like a Hallmark, which is usually what I design, or indies. So I've done like a bit of everything. Like Hallmarks are so fun because you get to go out and shop for all the looks. Nice. So and then, you know, sometimes you're creating things from scratch where you're sewing. Yeah, so it's all different depending on the show that you're working on. And yeah, honestly, it's just that first read, visualizing. Then when you get to know which actors you're having, things like that, then you can kind of create the look from there. And just all snowballs comes together.
That's super neat.
Yeah.
Has there been like one project that you were given like carte blanche, just kind of like go have fun, design a look and like run with it?
Yeah, honestly, like the first one I did, Listen Out for Love. It was like fun coffee shop owners. So they didn't really, like it was a male director. He wasn't really too specific. It was kind of like whatever colors you think, whatever, this, that, just have fun with it. So yeah, that was a great project. Honestly, you learn so much though, like when you start off, I probably wouldn't do it the same if I'm looking back now. Like, I mean, yeah, I love all the looks when I'm looking back. There's just so much that you learn though. Like, I feel like keeping it more simple is always best on camera. Like sometimes like doing like something, super creative and fun colors and things like that don't always transition, timelessly, things like that. So yeah, it's just always like fun learning and, yeah. Going from there. So you kind of have to balance, I guess, your fun creativity with like what the network wants and things like that too. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You've worked on some incredible projects from F. Mary Kill to The Stand to Amazing Race Canada that we were talking about. What has been your absolute favorite experience on set so far?
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard one because there's so many good moments. Every time I'm on set, I'm honestly just like pinching myself. It all still feels like a dream to this day. But honestly, I would say FMK was one of my favorites. Working with Lucy Hale, just because I watched Pretty Little Liars and I just loved her. And she was so sweet. And when we wrapped, she gave me like a gorgeous necklace. It's like so sentimental to me. And yeah, it was just so fun, honestly, working on that one and just being, you know, in the streets at 3 a.m. and laughing and having funny conversations that are things that, you know, actors just giving you real convo, things you can't even repeat here that are like, oh, wow, like, I can't believe they just said that, like a little snippet of their life. So little pieces like that, like, will always stick with you for the rest of your life. And it's just like a special little, like, secret you get between you and whoever you're working with, honestly.
That sounds so like cool. Special. Absolutely. Right
really
on.
Is, yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun too. Balancing film sets, long hours, and being a badass mom, how do you make it all work? Or at least look this damn good while you do it?
Oh, you're so sweet. Honestly, I have just I've taken a little bit of a step back from how much I used to work before he was born. So the first 4 years, it was like nonstop productions. My first year, I think I worked 10 in the first year and maybe had like 2 weeks off.
Wow.
And then, yeah, even like going into COVID afterwards, it was so busy in the Okanagan because I couldn't film in the States for a while. Like we were kind of the guinea pigs in bringing productions back up. So it was so swamped, so busy. And then when my son was born, I like to say I slowed down, but I did get a call 6 weeks after he was born to see if I could come and do background costuming, and I did, and I loved it. It was so special being able to like have him come by set and just like my little tiny baby and like combine my two passions. So yeah, I mean, I have slowed down. Like I'm not taking on as many projects. I'm trying to enjoy the time while he's small.
Yeah, it goes quickly.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, he's just started daycare this week, and I'm like amping up for like, you know, having a busy fall, hopefully winter, and yeah, we'll see how we just keep balancing things.
Right on. Well, it sounds exciting.
Do, yeah.
That's right, like lady boss energy for sure.
Right
on. Yeah, you're killing it.
Aw, thanks, love.
You're very welcome. We've all had wardrobe malfunctions, right? Of course. So I'm sure there are plenty that happen while filming. What is one that just like sticks out to you?
Oh my gosh. Well, I've had a few. Anytime you hear Cayla to the green room, that's always like a scary thought. Or when they yell for you suddenly on set. We had one blazer incident. The hair girl went in for her final touches after me. I gave them a look over. They were good. And she sprayed something and it hit the blazer, and it was like an oily hair product.
Oh,
and
no.
so it was like a big wet looking splotch. So that was not a good one.
No, not a good moment.
No. And then, you know, a few other green tea, matcha spills on white shirts and shoes.
Oh,
and
no
things,
way.
but nothing I haven't been able to handle yet. So
Awesome.
good.
I love it. What about bloopers? Has there been a funny moment that really sticks out to you?
Oh my gosh. Well, I would say working with animals is always entertaining. The first one I costume designed, they had a day where we were at a wildlife sanctuary in Kamloops, and they had all kinds of animals: goats, emus, donkeys, pigs, sheep, all the things roaming around. And so while the actors were doing their lines, the one goat hopped up on the fella and knocked him in the nuts with its hoof. And yeah, so poor Clayton, he had fallen over in pain.
I bet.
We all laughed, but it was like, oh my God, poor guy. And same day too, one of the emus decided to walk like right into the camera line and take the world's biggest shit. I don't know
As
if I can
they
say that
do.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it wasn't. Yeah. It was like nothing anyone had ever seen before. It was like it turned on a faucet tap and just like
good Lord when, huh?
Yeah. It was like a mud puddle coming out of its ass. And so,
Well,
yeah, that
damn.
was a good time. We were all just rolling, laughing, and nothing you can do to stop that.
No, it just does the do, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, animals definitely would be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I was like, look, I probably have it somewhere because I had the footage and I had that saved on an old phone for the longest time with the nut kit because it was like so good. But
Yeah, epic.
Yeah.
That's
I wish I could have found it for you guys.
Yeah, just play it again,
Yeah,
again, and
yeah.
again. Yeah, that would be freaking great. So you do a number of different jobs, of course, and not a lot of people know that all of these jobs are there. Would you like to walk us through and explain some of what you do?
Totally, yeah. That's like the
Awesome.
funnest way to get everyone familiar with the costume department because there really are so many different roles.
Yeah, I'm definitely so interested to hear all the details.
Cool.
Awesome. Let's do the do.
All right. Okay, so yeah, the first department or the first role in the costume department would be background costumer. That's kind of where you start off when you get into costume. So that's dressing all the background actors.
Oh, neat.
So if you don't know what a BG is, that would be a background actor. So you're given looks by the costume designer for whatever the scene is. So if they're like in a coffee shop or an airport or just patrons on a street corner, whatever they're doing, we get kind of, you know, some notes that they get sent out. And then it's just basically making sure that what they've brought looks good. We're going through all their wardrobe with them and letting them pick, like, what do you like to wear? What's your favorite choice? And then just kind of going through and making sure there's like a good balance of colors between everyone. We've got like a mix of, you know, blues and greens, and nobody's dressed like the lead actor or things like that. So yeah. And then you're just kind of switching them throughout the day, like for different scenes. Yeah. Honestly, you're just kind of babysitting a bunch of actors with their costumes for the day. It's really fun.
Super neat.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have known that the background actors, they just bring their clothes and you style
they
from
do
there.
bring their own clothes. Sometimes, like, you know, you always get the guy who shoves like 3 shirts jumbled up in a bag, and they're like Nike check on the front, gray with a sweat stain. And so we usually have like a good selection on the costume truck of slush. And especially if it's like something specific, like we just did an 80s party. And so we had a ton of different options for them because, you know, that's always hard to find. So if it's something like, you know, we don't really know what they're going to bring, we'll make sure we have options and work with what they have. And it's a little mixed kind of fun dress up day. Yeah.
Keep it interesting.
Yeah.
Right on. Very cool.
Love it. Yeah. So then our next role would be, truck costumer.
Okay.
Yeah. So the truck costumer is the person who's in charge of setting the rooms in the morning. So you come into the costume truck, you make sure everything's like steamed, camera ready to go. Then you go set all the actors' rooms based on like their arrival time. And then you're just kind of there if they have any issues, like if they come back, oh, I need a different bra. Different things like that. We have all the kind of overstock on the truck. So this on-set person, if they need anything sent up, sometimes they'll all of a sudden want to switch the camera. We're going to now shoot scene 52, send the outfit up for that. Maybe you need to send up a belt or somebody's shoes are bothering them and they need like a little insole thing for that. So you're just kind of there as like, whatever they need sent from the truck. You're there for the costumes and you're there for laundry. And yeah, that's what the truck person does.
Yeah,
it's a fun role. Yeah, honestly, it's a good mix sometimes, like depending on the time of year. I did truck a lot when I was pregnant and that was really nice too. Yeah, it was hanging out in there, watching movies in between and doing sewing repairs too. Sometimes you have alterations. And
Right on. Yeah, that sounds like a neat place to be.
Yeah, and then so next role would be the on-set supervisor. So when you're on set, you are in charge of continuity. So you're taking photos of the actors and their looks at the beginning of the scene. So the next time, because we might be in a different location when we're in that same day. So that was one thing I didn't really think about before film either, is that we don't shoot in order based on the script. It's based on location. So you might start with like the very end scene of the movie because that's the location that's available first. So yeah, you'll have continuity pictures the whole time just to make sure everything is looking the same as it did on other days in that location. You're there for the actors, carrying their cozy coat. There's different shoes. They often switch from cozy boots to little heels on set, and then like keeping them warm, keeping them cool in the summertime. So you have like little fans or heat packs and things like that. So just kind of like making sure they're comfortable on set and everything is there you go. Wardrobe malfunctions, cleaning things up, sewing little things on set, that sort of thing.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're everybody's bestie. You'd be everyone's favorite person.
Yeah, you definitely get to be the bestie on set there.
Works.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. And then so my favorite role would be costume designer. So when you're the costume designer, you're in charge of getting all the looks for all the scenes. So the first thing you do when you read through the script is start kind of breaking down by day changes. So my day changes might be different than like, what another department's looking for when they're doing their breaks. So I'm, if they've got multiple outfits in the day, are they starting in bed in a pajama and then going into a work outfit and then later we see them in the gym. So that's all same day. You have 3 different looks. So you're really just going through the whole script going, how many outfits am I going to need for each cast member? And then making all your notes on what you're going to need to buy when you're out shopping. And then you're doing all the shopping and then the fittings. Sometimes you have a co-designer. I didn't when I designed for some reason. I just kind of, just kind of I had a little bit of help with the shopping, but you're just kind of getting everything organized, all the looks, and then fittings with the actors. And then once they're on set, you're kind of get to sit back a little bit, do your returns, do your paperwork. You're still kind of shopping throughout the first week of filming. You want to start with the actors that you have like day one. Okay, what are the first ones? And then you're often going through and like rebuying and switching and things like that. So that's a big role.
Yeah, and that's your favorite, right?
Yeah, I definitely love being the costume designer. I feel like you get the most creativity And oh good.
Yeah, go nuts.
Yeah, so it's just honestly the most fun being the designer. It's the most challenging, the most work, but it's so rewarding when everything comes together and you get to watch the final film and your looks on there. It's just, such a great feeling.
That's super neat. So of course, shooting in different sequential orders and things like that, right? How awesome is it to see when it is finally together in the right order?
Yeah, that is so fun and so rewarding because, yeah, you read through the script once and then everything's pieced out from there. And so fun watching how they edit it and how it all comes together. And yeah, I love that.
I totally dig that. So when we did our short film, I got to do like managing the costumes and bringing them out and planning all that stuff. I had so much fun doing that.
Such a fun job.
Yeah, I really liked it. And like they went shopping for it and I got to weigh in, but then I had to like piece it together. And I don't know why I loved it so much, but I loved it. It was so fun.
Dress up. I know. I've just, my whole life, that's been something I love. So, yeah,
well, if it's in you, it's there, right?
That's true. Honestly, yeah.
That's awesome. So do you have any advice for someone who would want to do what you do?
Oh, honestly, just get rid of those limiting beliefs because I could have been doing this 10 years earlier if I didn't think, oh no, we can't do it in the Okanagan. There's no like room, it's not going to happen here. So I think anyone who wants to do anything in life, just go for it. Don't put any kind of limiting beliefs on yourself. Believe in yourself. And just make a lot of connections too. With film, it really is about networking connections. Like I said from the first one, I met friends on that and then just kept getting hired from there. So honestly, just talk to everyone, every department, especially if there's a department you want to be in. Starting as a production assistant really is a great place to be. Not everyone starts as a production assistant. And I'm really glad I did because I did get to honestly see the way everything runs because you're just kind of everywhere. And you get to see more what every department is doing. And it gives you that chance to kind of like build those connections and say, hey, this is where I want to be. This is what department I want to be in. So yeah, that's what I would say. Make the connections, join groups on Facebook. There's so many local pages around here. Okanagan Film Society, OSIF. Get involved with all those events and just network. Honestly, networking is so important.
Awesome, right on. And then to get on set, do you just need that one course that you're talking about?
Yeah, and you don't specifically, like I thought it was required. It is required for when you become a union member, but until you're applying to actually be a union member, you do not actually need it. But it was, for me, like that was the only way I would have got into film though, because I wouldn't have known otherwise how to get in. So because it was taught by the film commissioner, it was like that connection because Victoria Weller, she has been in the industry for like over 30 plus years and she lived in LA for years and she did music videos. And so honestly, I was like front row and center, just absorbing everything I could from her. And, when I did that course, there was like 40 people in there and I never saw another one of them again on set. So I don't know, I was just, front and center, made sure when she asked if anyone wanted to be her timekeeper, I was like, that'll be me. Like, make sure you're seen, don't be afraid to speak up and put yourself in the right place at the right time, I guess.
Makes sense. Right on. Thank you so much for coming to share all of this with us. I have enjoyed chatting with you so much.
Oh my gosh, it's been so fun. I'm so glad you asked me to do this.
Oh, yay. I'm going to ask you back again next time. Next time you're doing something, I'll be like, what's up? Come and hang out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Are you going to Horror Fest?
Yes, I will definitely be going to Horror Fest too. So it will be my 3rd year in a row.
Oh, right on. This is our first year, so we're super excited.
Cool. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you guys dress up as.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Yeah, everyone goes all out. Yeah,
okay, I like all out.
The first year I wasn't sure, so I just kind of kept it with like a 70s horror vibe.
Yeah.
Like, the 70s shorts and the knee socks. And
yes.
The Last Girl kind of vibe, because I wasn't sure how much people would get into it. But then last year I did Rose from Titanic, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do this year yet.
You can dress up.
It'll be good. I'll make sure it's good.
Awesome. We're going to go hard with the costumes.
Yay, I'm excited.
Remember, you agreed.
Yeah, you heard what I said, eh?
No, I missed that. There was some talking.
I was like, we can dress up.
Okay. Oh, good. He agreed to it.
Oh, good.
See,
yeah.
she just knew.
I just knew.
I didn't even think that we agreed to it, but it turns out I already did.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys are getting costumes.
Yeah.
You don't get a say.
No, I'm
gonna
just
buy
buying,
your
yes.
costume. Yeah, this is your outfit. Here
That's
you go.
right. Go put it on.
Yeah,
Go change.
Exactly.
Make sure they get my good
Yeah.
side.
Perfect.
Good side. All right, done. Oh my gosh. Thank you again so much for coming. This has
thank
been
you
wonderful.
So much. Yeah.
I'm going to give you some love.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for coming. Let's make some noise, guys. One more time. Give it up for Kayla Christy. All right, After Darkers. Real talk. You can have the most incredible story, message, or creative idea in the world. But if you don't know how to hook someone, it's game over. In this week's Creative Edge, we're breaking down a simple but powerful shift that changed how we created and share our content. It helped us get more eyes on our videos, more people sticking around, and way more momentum with every post. So if you've ever felt like your stuff just isn't landing or you're shooting into the void, this one's gonna clear the fog. Let's get into it. Here to drop the clarity and show you how to make people want to watch from the very first second is my favorite ruthless co-creator, the scroll stopper himself, Sterling LUXX, with this week's Creative Edge.
One of those like mics that come down like, welcome!
Yes, get ready to rumble. Yes. Oh my God, yes with all that.
In today's Creative Edge, we're gonna go over creating the title and the hook that keep people watching for longer. So, stop the scroll, earn the watch. Next slide, please. The double hook strategy. First, you have to get someone to stop in their feed to be able to watch your video. So you have to make it enticing and give the value of what you're going to be giving. But make it enticing. You can sort of skirt the line of playfulness, of clickbaiting, but you do have to deliver on whatever it is that you tell people in the title that you're gonna give. So you got that is the first hook to get people to click, but then you have to earn the watch for people to stay. So in order to do that, you have to make your first sentence almost clickbaity in itself, but you have to entice them to stay. That first sentence is gonna lead to the second one, third one, fourth one, but each sentence is designed in a way to keep people watching and engaged. Next slide, please. So examples of those types of titles are How I Made 10K with One Video, punchline titles, and that's why I'll never trust a sandwich again. Teaser, I didn't think this would actually work. All these types of titles are clickbaity to where it entices a curiosity of why should I watch this and what it is that I'm going to get out of watching and consuming this content. There's an infinite amount of content everywhere. You have to make people value yours over another one's because there's only so much time. Next slide, please. Strong titles will get you that click. So things like How I Finally Built Wealth. People want to know how to make money. They want to know how to have an easier life and basically get it without effort and quickly. So what I learned in 2024, date stamps, numbered are very, very popular. And not 10 all the time, but like 8, 7, 6. There's definite numbers and patterns that humans recognize and vibe with a lot more. So marketers definitely take a huge advantage strategy of knowing those numbers. You should find those out yourself and use them yourself. Next slide, please. One of the things that keep a person coming back to what it is that you have to say is a little cliffhanger. Everyone loved those cartoons back in the day where something extraordinary would happen to the hero just before we go into the commercial or just before we end the show to keep you coming back the next week. Because next week Thursdays, 9 p.m., Kelowna After Dark is on Rogers TV. And you never know who's gonna be on. So you're gonna tune in next time because there might be an act, they might learn something new, you might find me entertaining and actually get some sort of value out of what I'm saying. So you wanna have people keep coming back. Next slide, please. Start with the payoff. Why are people going to watch? And the best way to get them to click on your video is a good title, good thumbnail, but then why are they going to keep watching? What's the value? So what am I going to learn? How I lost $15,000 in 48 hours. How did I lose 15K in 48 hours? That's a question that now needs to be answered. It piques curiosity. And that's the edge. You have to be able to hook fast and be able to hold them with the first sentence to be able to get them to keep watching why they should watch, give them a reason, and that's it. Edge over.
Okay, that right there, that's the difference between posting and pulling people in. When Sterling first taught me this method, it literally changed how we approached every reel, short, and title we put out. And honestly, it works. The more we use it, the more we grow, and not all at once, but steadily, one video at a time, one viewer at a time. And it's not about chasing trends, it's about building trust. And when you learn how to earn someone's attention in that first second, you don't just get more views, you actually get connection that will last with them. All right, we've got one more spotlight to shine tonight. So take a second, breathe in, and meet us right back here after the break. More brilliance is just around the corner. So if you've got something worth sharing, take this strategy, make it your own, and build the kind of scroll-stopping content that you're proud to stand behind. Don't go anywhere, After Darkers. We'll be right back after this.
Savor excellence. Kelowna isn't just a destination, it's an experience. A city built around innovation, artistry, and luxury.
A place where cultures blend, creativity thrives, and adventures everywhere.
Hey, I'm Silver.
And I'm Sterling, and together we're going to uncover the unique rhythm of Kelowna with Okanagan LUXX. Kelowna isn't your typical tourist spot. It's where luxury meets creativity, where innovation blends with natural beauty, where every experience feels curated just for you.
From world-class wineries and handcrafted goods from local markets, public vibrant art, and cultural experiences, Kelowna has something unique at every turn. Whether you're a visitor or a local rediscovering your own backyard.
But the true heartbeat of Kelowna? The people. The artists, chefs, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who create experiences you won't find anywhere else.
We're diving deep into the culture, the flavors, the creativity, and the innovation that makes Kelowna more than just a place. It's a way of life.
This is the Okanagan like you've never seen it before.
This is Okanagan LUXX.
Okanagan LUXX. Discover the art of experience. Imagine a city after dark, where the heartbeat of creativity thrives. Welcome to Kelowna, a place where stories are painted with vibrant hues and the people behind them are as colorful as the Okanagan sunset.
Our late night talk show unveils the untold stories of the artists, makers, and dreamers who define Kelowna's unmistakable vibe.
Meet the musicians who turn melodies into memories and the entrepreneurs who dare to dream big. These are the stories of resilience, inspiration, and creativity shared by the people who make Kelowna come alive. Our show brings their voices to life, creating a space where their stories are celebrated and their dreams take center stage.
Where every story, no matter how small, becomes a spotlight moment.
Join us as we bring the vibrant energy of Kelowna's creative scene right into your home.
We'll take you on a journey into their lives, their struggles, triumphs, and what sparks their creative passion. We dive deep into the human connections that resonate far beyond the city limits.
Together, we'll reveal the heart and soul of Kelowna's late-night culture, one guest at a time. As local creatives ourselves, we recognize the importance of every artistic voice. Each story shared adds a vibrant note to the symphony that fuels our city's dynamic and artistic spirit.
This is more than a talk show. It's a celebration of community, creativity, and unique individuals who shape Kelowna's vibe. It's about the people behind the art, culture, and innovations, the ones who inspire us all.
Welcome to Kelowna After Dark, the best place to be once the sun goes down.
Welcome back, After Darkers. We've explored art, energy, and emotion all night, but now it's time to take a peek behind the camera where the real storytelling magic happens. If you've ever watched a stunning local film, hit play on a powerful brand video, or seen behind-the-scenes crew absolutely dialed in on set, there's a solid chance the next guest had something to do with it. Kelly Veltri is a creative titan in our film scene, a multi-hyphenated filmmaker, cinematographer, entrepreneur, and community leader who spent over 20 years making the Okanagan a true hub for independent production. He's the founder of Empire Production, a full-service production company that delivers broadcast-quality corporate films, documentaries, narrative shorts, music videos, and passion projects, all crafted with jaw-dropping visuals and industry-grade polish. Think, if Wes Anderson and Red Camera had a baby and raised it in the Okanagan, that's the Empire energy. But Kelly's impact doesn't stop with his own lens. He's also the guy behind the gear, literally. Through his rental house, Video Equipment, he's helped hundreds of filmmakers and creatives level up their production value with access to pro lighting, camera rigs, audio kits, and specialized gear that would otherwise be out of reach for for most indie artists. And still, he's not done giving back. Kelly serves as the executive director on OSIF, the Okanagan Society of Independent Filmmaking, a nonprofit that's become a lifeline for creatives across our region through workshops, grants, networking events, mentorships, film contests, and festivals like the Okanagan Screen Awards and Horror Fest. Kelly is actively cultivating a thriving, inclusive, and professional film culture here in the Valley. This man has done it all, from big budget feature films, working camera crews on major sets, to pouring his heart into local stories and helping young filmmakers find their voice and their crew. His commitment to creativity, quality, and community is nothing short of extraordinary. Please help me give a massive welcome to the true local legend, the king of cameras, the wizard of workflow, the man who makes movie magic happen in every direction, Kelly Veltri. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Take a seat. Let's chat.
Let's do it.
I am so excited you came down to the show tonight.
Yeah, thanks so much.
It was great. Are you ready for me to ask you a whole bunch of questions?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Let's dive in. So you've been in the film and video world for over 20 years, from commercial work to camera departments on major film. What drew you to the industry originally?
Well, I mean, I've been doing this since I was in high school, right? So there was this one class, and it was basically do like whatever you want. And I was like, I want to make a film.
Nice.
So from there, it was just sort of like one of those things where I was like, hey, this is fun. I wonder if I could make a living out of this. And here we are 20 years later, I guess. So.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I did it, yeah.
Hell yeah, you did. You mentioned you used to work on bigger budget films before shifting your focus locally. What inspired that transition for you?
Well, I mean, it's always kind of been, I guess there wasn't really like a transition to it because it's all sort of been the same path, I guess, right? It's like the same journey, right? Mm-hmm. Bigger budget films was just one part of that journey. I used to be in the camera department, so I was a focus puller.
Love doing that.
Camera guy. But it was just working on those sets can be a lot, 12-hour days, 13-hour days, 6 days a week. And I just kind of figured that I kind of wanted to do my own thing. Wanted my own creativity. I wanted to be in charge, I guess. So kind of started looking at paths to do that and not sort of just be like a small cog like in a big machine of the film industry, but do my own thing. And
that works. Empire Production has become a staple here in the Okanagan for commercial and corporate videos. What's your approach when you're creating something for a brand as opposed to like a narrative?
Yeah, I mean, I guess for a brand, because it's a different type of video, but it still involves the same skills. You're still trying to be as creative as possible. You want to give your client, big cinematic feel to their project, and you're still trying to tell a story like in a very engaging way. So there's similarities there, but in terms of working on brand work, you also sort of have to listen to what your client wants because in the end, it's their project now. It's not my project. I'm doing something for somebody else.
Yeah, that's
right.
Fair.
So sometimes it could be a really cool brand cinematic video. Other times it's filming like a dance recital.
That's fair.
And so there's a big kind of swing about like what I'm doing, but either way, it's always trying to do it at the best level like that I can do it at.
That's neat. Do you find that sometimes you enjoy the challenges of being inside somebody else's creative idea?
Absolutely. I think one of the best parts of my job is that every day is like a different day. It's not like a normal 9 to 5. It's sort of like seeing like a little slice of life of this person and what they do, or this company and like what they do. So having a camera is sort of like an all access pass. Sometimes you get to go backstage, you get to sort of see like the inner workings of different businesses or different creatives. And it's a really cool way to sort of spend a day sometimes, because after you're done.
Yeah.
But you've learned something new about that person or that company. So
I think that's really neat. Yeah, that perspective is is really cool. What's something that has surprised you by going into a different industry to do a video for them?
Surprised me about.
My bad. I'm just like, ooh, I didn't give you that one. I was like, oh, did you know this, that? Okay, my bad. I should probably stick to this. Eh?
Stick to the script. So.
My bad. All right, okay, we'll go. Number 4. You're also the founder of a full-on video gear rental house here in Kelowna, which is such a gift to local creators. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to go into that end of things?
I mean, I've always been a gear nerd, I guess, right? I've always had...
an obsession. I totally know what you mean.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Like, that's a new toy. I like it. The robot stuff that's coming out now, I'm like, okay.
And that's
you do a lot of cool shots.
Yeah, it's a toy, right? So it's like, oh, there's a new drone. I got to get that drone. There's, these new lights. I got to get the light.
Tracking. It can
That's
change
right.
colors.
So,
it connects to your phone.
so I've always been that guy. And through OSIF, I started renting out their gear years ago.
Oh,
and,
neat.
that's back when it was like 2 C stands and like 1 boom mic. And so I started renting out gear just out of my house. And then I had a business downtown where I was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And then after that ended, I was like, you know what, I'm going to bring it back to my house and start all over again. And that's when I kind of got really serious about like just being only like a gear rental house.
Okay, neat.
So, but yeah, always just spending way too much money on gear. I could be a rich man, but instead I have a lot of film gear. It is a tax write-off.
Excuse it away.
Basically.
It's my hobby and my obsession and my work. It's okay.
It's all three.
Pretty much, right? And I have all the gear if I want to make a film, right?
Absolutely, right?
I want to come hang out in your shop.
You should come over one time.
All right, we can.
Yeah, I gotta get. Yeah,
Let's do an
just
urban
get
interview
lost.
and just like looking at his gear.
I'm so in for that. I love new toys. Like I can't stop playing with the drone. I really love the drone.
It's like the ultimate adult toy, I think.
Basically, yeah. I love that cool, what is it, nucleus or something, that focus pole.
The wireless focus. Yeah.
I love that. That thing is fun.
It's so cool. Yeah. Technology is just getting like out of control. It's hard to keep up sometimes, right? It's every year there's just like, like I remember way back when, and like if you wanted to watch from like our monitor, you had to wire it in.
Yeah.
And then like they came out with like wireless transmission. And even to this day, it just blows my mind just thinking, well, how do they do that? Like, how does video go from here to there without any wires?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, but it's awesome.
I'll use it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah, and it cleans up the cords too, which is nice.
Because
I trip everywhere.
You're clumsy?
A little bit. I haven't taken out any gear yet, just myself, so we're good. But yeah. As executive director of OSIF, you're helping to build entire community around independent film. What has been the most rewarding part of that for you?
The most rewarding part of OSIF, I think, has just been like watching the filmmakers and they're like my friends and colleagues just sort of grow as artists. Like I've probably watched more short films than anyone in this city.
I can say this.
I probably watched thousands of short films over my lifetime.
Wow,
right?
I can't wait to show you ours. It's
good.
It's funny.
But just just watching how like some people like where they started, say 15 years ago or whenever, and like where they are now, just in terms of like quality, and like you look at some of these films, and you're just like blown away, going, this is like professional level stuff.
Yeah.
And so like being able just to sort of like watch these artists like these filmmakers and get to a level where they're pros now.
Yeah.
We're not just doing it for fun on the weekends, and you watch some of them like I watched some of my films from way back when, and I'm just like, oh, that's terrible. Like
I get it.
I hope nobody sees this, but it's all part of like the growing process.
Yeah.
Like,
I still have gaming YouTube content that's on YouTube. It's so cringy when I leave it there.
Yeah.
Well,
you could delete it if you wanted.
I could. But you know what? I think as creatives, we make something and we love it. And then about 10 minutes later, we're like, oh, no, don't look at it.
There's like an artist complex, I think, right? Where like, even if other people are like, hey, like this is so good. Like, you've done so well. There's always going to be that little artist part of you where you're just like, yeah, but I could have done better.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
And I don't think it's, you know, it's just, I think, how all artists are in a way, because it's just never good enough. You know, even if it is great, it's always like, oh, well, but I could have lit that better. I could have framed it better. There's always something. But,
always something.
Yeah.
But that's what drives us to do better next time,
Sure,
right?
absolutely.
Level up.
That's right. That's right. You kind of got to be crappy to be better, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And if you treat it like a game, leveling up is fun. So what cool new gear do I unlock next?
That's right.
I'm here for that. You've worn so many hats: filmmaker, producer, director, entrepreneur, gear wrangler, mentor. What's one lesson or mindset that has stuck through all of it for you?
One lesson, film specific, I would just say that it's a collaboration. No one can make a film like by themselves. If they try, it's going to be crap. So you need to rely on your people, and you have to realize that sometimes you might not be the best at something, and you have to relinquish that ego of just saying like, hey, you're better at editing, you edit. I will, even if that costs me a few $100, you edit, because it's going to be better than if I do it.
That's it's got to be about the finished product.
It's got to be about the project, like as a whole. So definitely collaboration is what filmmaking, is all about. If you've ever watched the end credits, there's
a whole bunch of people up
hundreds
there.
of people.
Yeah, I think
right?
that's amazing. There isn't, I don't think, another industry that is quite like that.
No.
It's super unique.
Well, the film industry is very unique because it's almost like all of the industry sort of like in one, right? You have accounting, you have like your set builders, you have your art design people, you have your technical people, you have writers, you have all of these people from so many different backgrounds that like would never really meet in a room if they weren't on a film set.
Yep.
Right? So it sort of brings in all of these random people, like whether you want to call them riffraff or not, but it brings in sort of like the most interesting people, and it puts them all together and says, okay, you have to make this. Go.
That is so neat. I love it. And it really does take so many people.
Yeah, I mean, even a short film, like even my last short film, we had by the time you have your cast, crew, and everybody else, like 40, 50 people involved.
There's a lot of supporting staff you don't think
about.
Yeah,
and that could even just be someone like, hey, buddy, I need to borrow your camera. Sure. Yeah. Right? Special thanks credit, right? So, it takes a village, right?
Yeah, that's great. I love that because I think community is really important. And in so many industries, everyone tries to block you out, right? Everyone's trying to protect their own slice.
Yeah.
But it's not the same way with film.
Not really. It can be.
Okay.
There's still egos, right? There's still people who are like, don't want you to sort of maybe be better than them.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
In ways, but in general, I'd say it is very supportive because you have to be supportive of each other, because if one thing fails, it all starts to crumble.
Yeah.
And when it all starts to crumble,
that's not good.
You start getting overtime and you miss scenes and you have to cut things, then you have a worse product.
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
So
I love that. Yeah. Film's so neat. And then the film that we got to watch earlier, Bloody Vintage, that's your film, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about making that.
Yeah, Bloody Vintage, I guess when I think of my ideas, it usually just like starts with like a scene or like even like a shot. And so the idea just sort of came from like this like vampire who owned a winery, and it was just like this wine glass filled with blood.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it started. But we made that, I think, 2 years ago or so. Again, we had like 40, 50 people. And we got some really, really cool locations. So we got the mansion at O'Keefe Ranch.
Oh, that's where that was.
So they let us in there. And then we also got the mansion at Fintry Estates.
Nice.
That's where like that trophy room was.
I wondered about that
with like
scene.
the draft head, and And then the super creepy sort of basement was in the town theater in Vernon.
Oh wow!
So I would say that was sort of one of the better aspects of that film was just we nailed the locations.
Yeah, they were crazy.
And so that sort of upped the production quality. And when you have good production quality, you still need a story, of course, but it certainly helps.
Yeah.
So that ended up, I think we won 3rd place in Horror Fest, but then we ended up winning 1st place at the Okanagan Screen Awards somehow, which surprised me.
It's a great film, though. We watched it last night.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, it's
good.
great.
But yeah, definitely, if you watch a lot of my other films, there's a theme going on, and that's sort of
just a little bit
the horrors.
Yeah, it's
scary
great,
genre, right? So
yeah.
There's a place I've always wanted to do something with. It's at Three Valley Gap.
Yes.
The Chateau.
Yes.
They have a real life chessboard there with a viewing gallery. And I've always just wanted to do something with it.
Yeah. It's it's those things like where you're driving by and you see someone and you're just like, I need to make a film here.
Yeah, they have a beautiful indoor garden too.
Yeah.
We just need to write a script now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just get on it, Sterling.
Right?
Absolutely.
Go, babe. Go to town.
No better time than now, man.
True story. So next big thing coming up is Horror Fest,
Horror
right?
Fest is coming up.
And that's on October 25th?
October 25th, Saturday. Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us about that for anyone who doesn't know.
Sure, yeah. Horror Fest, this is year 16.
That is amazing.
So, yeah, it's crazy. Which really makes me feel old, but
I know,
also
right? Makes me feel old over here, yeah.
But yeah, we've been doing Horror Fest for 16 years now. Started with one film, my one film 16 years ago, and it just sort of caught fire. And it's sort of one of those like cult classic kind of events where people will just start submitting films before I even open it up.
That's awesome.
And it's just sort of like, okay, well, I guess I have to have a Horror Fest now because people have submitted films. So
twist your rubber arm, right?
So, but it's super fun. It's at Metro Hub.
Okay.
Saturday, the 25th of October. It's a costume party.
Exciting.
We usually have about 10 to 12 local short films, all local. And there's drinks, there's food. It's one of my favorite nights of the entire year. It's just so much fun.
It sounds like it. I'm really excited to experience it for the first time. And I know Sterling is too.
You guys both got to come, yeah.
So excited. And I hear too that Cayla tells us like we gotta dress.
You gotta dress up.
I'm in it to win it. We will dress up.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna have a problem dressing up.
No, I like to shop. I like to dress up.
You kind of tell.
I should probably be in costumes or something, you know.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. And of course, we will put all the details online so that everybody can know where to find you. That's great. So we've chatted a little bit. Do we want to show some more of your work? I know we've got your demo reel.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Sterling, can you cue up the fabulous, please? That was awesome. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited. I mean, your demo reel is filled with some seriously rad stuff.
Yeah, that's. I actually made the demo reel for this show. I've never made a demo reel in my life, believe it or not. I've been doing this for over 20 years, so that's about 20 years of
That's
the best
awesome.
of the best kind of films, like that I've made.
It's
so
cool as hell.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's super neat, and I love that you've never had to make a demo reel.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good or
No,
if it's a
just
bad
be like
thing.
flex. No, that's a flex. I love it. That's great. So, if anyone wants to work with you or check out your work, how do they find you?
Well, you can go to my website, empireproductions.ca. If you're interested in learning about OSIF and that community, www.osif.org.
Awesome.
And if you're looking to rent some gear, you can go to video.equipment is literally the website.
That's so perfectly easy. I love it. That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. This has been amazing.
Thanks so much.
Awesome. Well, let's make some noise. I'm going to stand up and shake your hand again, sir.
All right,
thank you so much. And we'll see you soon.
Thanks so much.
Awesome. Let's hear it for Kelly, guys. Seriously so fun and rad as hell.
I know.
That was
I
awesome.
can't wait to make films like him.
Okay, I cannot wait to check out Horror Fest. I don't know what we're dressing up as, but it's gonna be good, and we're taking you guys along with us. That's right, we're gonna cover the entire festival and bring back a little highlight reel, see what's going on. I'm excited.
Cool. It's gonna be fun
really
on the
cool.
bun.
Fun on the bun. All right, it's on like Donkey Kong.
No, I'm a big Futurama fan. Come on,
Oh,
Bender.
that's where that's from.
Bender.
My bad. Settle down, meatbag. It's all good.
Oh,
I did a Bender line.
Zinged me.
Ciao.
Ciao.
I don't know. I changed movies.
Ciao.
Okay, damn. Like, someone passed me a fan because tonight was hot, y'all. But let's be real though. Some nights just feel like a movie. And this one, golden hour lighting, a killer soundtrack, and a cast full of behind the scenes legends. From thrifted props to all-nighters and Adobe Premiere, you already know, the real stars don't always hit the red carpet. They hit render, they hit record, they hit try again tomorrow. And somehow, whether you're building sets or stitching timelines together with espresso and hope, you show up, you keep creating, because the world needs your lens and your light, even when it flickers. And to all the creatives watching tonight, just a reminder, you don't need a boom mic or a budget to tell a good story. You just need truth and a touch of delusion. We've got that covered for you if you need some.
So much delusion.
So much. And you need to have the guts to say action when no one else will. Here's the thing, your life is kind of like a film set too. You're casting the people you let in, you're choosing your wardrobe, you're directing each scene as it comes. Some days it's an Oscar-worthy performance, and others, well, more of an outtake. But it is still your story. So keep rolling, keep writing, and keep showing up. Even if you're tempted to yell cut before the scene's over. The best stories take time, and sometimes they take a few bloopers to get there. From all of us here at Kelowna After Dark, thank you for vibing with us, rooting for each other, and helping us turn spotlight towards the creators who deserve it most. You all know the drill. All of tonight's guest tags and links are up on our socials, so if someone made you laugh, cry, or clutch your pearls, go show them some love. My pearls! You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Just search @Kelowna After Dark, and we'll be the neon sparkly one in your feed. Follow us. We don't know where we're going, but I promise it's gonna be an adventure. Until next time, stay classy, sassy, and a bit badassy. Good night, Kelowna!
Party on, Silver.
Party on, Sterling.
Lux World. Party on. Excellent.
Help, we need an adult. I am the adult. We need an adult, dear adult.
Is that a wrap?
Cut!